Welcome to episode 21 of Belfast Worm Farm.
We're starting the video inside today because the weather is atrocious outside, and it's been like that for pretty much the past week. Heavy rain and heavy winds, and there's actually hailstones as well. So bear with us as we might have to run back inside for cover. Oliver won't be joining us today. He just decided that he didn't want to, basically. A big thumbs up to all international subscribers. We look forward to doing international collaborations. We are working behind the scenes in setting this up. We've currently got 2 groups of people that we're in contact with at the other side of the world. So we look forward to seeing how this pans out. The carrot experiment update. As we said in the last video, we've done away with trying to do a time-lapse video because we'd set it up totally wrong. As you can see, a lot of the carrot is gone, loads of cocoons. My concern is it's very damp, but there's lots of worms in here though. If you look down there, you can see all the worms loving away there. My concern is this bin's very damp, so we're actually going to add some cardboard pulp today just to make sure there's the worms munching away. Not much carrot left at all there. As I just said, my concern is that it's very damp in here, so we're going to add some cardboard pulp and then go from there basically. And then Harry's in the background just picking up a few more cocoons, if you can see them, because these worms have been very active in hugging, and bins are full of cocoons. This is worm bin number 2. And again, there's signs that this is very wet. You can see it glistening with the light just down here. We need to add some dry matter to this bin quite quickly because it's just too wet. The worms are fine, as you can see down here, but it's just too wet basically, and too moist. So if your bin's like this, you need to add some dry matter to it to take some of that excess moisture out. Worms like it moist but not wet. They breathe through their skin, so they need moisture to aid that. But if it's too wet, then they actually drown because they can't breathe. So that's something to check on.
We put some worms. We put a worm snug in. Nothing really happening in it. There's really funny white mold there.
Can you remember what these little white bugs are called here?
No.
They're called springtails.
Ooh.
If you, I don't think the camera can pick up on them, but if you touch them, they spring. And these ones aren't really moving. They're springtails. They're harmless. They're harmless in small numbers, and that's actually small numbers there, and it looks a lot. But they like oats, and we feed our worms porridge oats.
Maybe
that's what we feed them.
Maybe that's what.
So that's
is attracting them.
Yeah. Look at the big juicy worms down there. Some having a cuddle down there. Look at all them big juicy worms underneath there. Like, that's my finger compared to the size of it. Coming along really nicely. Harry, this bin looks very wet as well, doesn't it? I don't know what's happened, but all of our bins that we've opened up today so far are very damp indeed. There's not much left of the orange now. So thank you to Emily, the crazy worm lady, for suggesting we try orange. We've had no problems with them at all, so we're going to put some more orange in. Look at that huge worm there. Worms are awesome. I could watch worms all day long. This is worm bin number 7, the one that has a lot of avocado in it. Worms are still eating all the avocado there, and there's still lots of activity underneath. This one has a lot of growy bits in it, but we're not too minded by it. Lots of hugging going on in this bin as well. Trusty old worm snug full of worms, which is awesome. Pick up this bit of avocado here you see underneath. Yep, still eating away at that. And there's still plenty of activity underneath there. Overall, our bins, not much happening with our bins because we've checked them quite a lot recently. It's just a cocoon now I'm going to pick up and put in the hatchery. There you go, lovely cocoon there. Not much really happening, as I say. We've checked the worms quite a few times this week because of the poor weather we've had in here in Belfast and across Northern Ireland. We've had Storm Gareth blow over, which we were worried about our worms getting out, but there was nothing really major happened. So yeah, so it's all good. Bin number 8. It's kind of an experimental bin, just we put random stuff in here just to see how it goes. Worms are eaten quite well in here, and there's a mixture of kind of cardboard, paper and different vegetable stuff. We're going to try new food today that we've managed to make. So what's this stuff called, Harry?
Nuts.
It's ground up nuts and cereals.
Yeah.
So basically just breakfast cereals that we just put in a food blender to ground up. We'll try it with the worms to see how it goes. So if you put some in there, Harry, sprinkle it all over the top. Try putting a bit more in there. Do you think we should put some paper pulp in there too?
Yes.
You got a bit some stuck in your hand there. Would you be able to put some water in there now, just to cover that up, just a little bit, just to dampen it down a little bit? Awesome. Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome.
Harvesting this bin here, and we removed all of the uneaten material and just left the worm castings and worms. And I don't know if the camera can pick up on it, but it's riddled, absolutely riddled everywhere with cocoons. And Harry's been spending the past 4 or 5 minutes picking out cocoons with hand, and I've been sifting them as well, and every time you pull it back there's just more cocoons and cocoons and cocoons. Every one of them yellow dots is a baby, is a worm cocoon, and every one of them will contain at least one baby worm. And this was one of the later bins that we set up. So it's full of, every one of them yellow dots is a worm cocoon. Very impressive. Are you impressed, Harry?
Yep.
Right, pick up your bucket and show everyone how many cocoons you've picked out. That's the cocoons that Harry's pulled out today. There you go, the camera can pick up on it. Hundreds in there. We're going to add today's cocoon finds into the hatchery. Is that them all out? No, they're all stuck in there because of the wet. But look, that's all the cocoons that Harry's has found today. All there, hundreds of them. Still more, is there?
Yeah.
Right, we'll get these out. The rain suddenly turned on us, so we're gonna have to wrap up very quickly. Big thumbs up to Tony. Yay! And Teresa Marie. I hope you're still enjoying the videos. That's us back inside now. We were beaten by the rain.
And the shed we use for our worms, it's just an old cycle shed, so we have to stand outside and get wet.
Which we didn't want to do anymore, and there's also hailstones and they hurt when you hit your ears.
Yeah.
We've started sieving worm castings from some of our worm bins. So far so good. It's a long process. We haven't quite got the mesh grade right, so we'll be looking at buying new mesh. I can't wait for the new shed. Can you? The new shed's going to be brilliant. We'll be able to fit a lot more worm bins and be able to work inside, so look forward to that. Hope you enjoyed today's update. It's not been a great week for us with the weather wise, so we've not got much done within the shed as much as what we'd like to do. We're slowly working away, just letting the worms do what they do best. So if you like this video and you want to see more, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button up here, and if you want to see more videos, then click up here. And if you want, don't forget to hit the little bell button and a notification down the bottom. So that's it for today. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.